I've always felt very fortunate that my home is a place I've just always loved to be. To have grown up here and spent so much of my life here with just the open space, fresh air, peace and quiet, and there's nothing quite like it for me. It's the place where I feel most comfortable. It's somewhere I always feel like myself. I'm deeply attached to it. It's been my home for nearly 26 years. So I guess it's quite natural that it feels a little strange to be leaving it, but it feels right at the same time. Buying a house is something I've always imagined I would do at some stage in my life, but I think it's something that I've always really hesitated to commit to just because of the sheer commitment of it, and it's always seemed stressful to me. There's been times throughout my life where I've felt really debilitated from my Crohn's disease, and when it comes to any sort of financial commitment, I just always have that thought in the back of my mind, what happens if I get sick again and I can't work? And I think for that reason, I stayed living at home for a lot of years, which I don't regret. I loved living at home and loved living with my mum and dad. But there comes a point where you got to stop letting that sort of what if thought process hold you back. And not only that, Gemma and I, we needed to find our own place to live. So we'd been kind of just trying to decide what we wanted to do and looking around a bit, but nothing was really happening. And then we saw this place, and it just felt right. I just had a really good feeling to it, and I just went with my gut feeling. I didn't overthink it too much at all, which is very rare for me. And then everything just sort of happened really quickly, and here we are. For the past, I don't know, it's got to be a couple of years now, I've just kind of felt like there's been something missing. I just haven't had the same drive or passion mainly, like excitement for the things that I've always loved doing. I've always been a real all or nothing person. I love just being really deep into something. Without that, it's just been strange for me. It's something I'm not used to, and I've just felt a little lost. Just a lot of the time I just feel like I'm kind of going through the motions, and I think having our own place, it's really helped curb that feeling. I really enjoy just having something to work at and something that I really take pride in and take care with. I don't know, I just love that there's always something to do. When you start sort of seeing it come together piece by piece, it's really rewarding, and it's a lot of fun as well. And I think just change has been good for me. It's been a healthy thing, just the different surroundings and the different routines and different sounds, different smells. It's been nice, and it's helped get some momentum going to the point where I'm feeling excited about things for the first time in a while. Things that I've really missed, and that is the best feeling to me. Just when you're so satisfied doing something, you're so into it that you just lose all sense of time. That's the best, and I haven't felt that for a long time. So here we are about 4 months, maybe even 4.5 now. Time's flown since we moved here, but we've been living for a minute here in our own home, and it's been rad, I gotta say. It hasn't been stressful, surprise, surprise. I'm sure it'll have its moments over the years, but as of right now, it's been stress-free. And I have to say that I have a tendency to build things up bigger in my head than what they really are. And to me, having debt, responsibility, a home, it just seemed like such a massive deal to me, and I was just hesitant to commit to it. But now that I've done it, it's not that big of a deal. And, you know, life goes on. You wake up the next day, and I still feel like exactly the same person I was before all of this happened. So, yeah. And I don't know whether it's just coincidence or just the age I'm getting to now, but since we moved here, I've just felt like I've been in a good groove with things, you know, and I've been enjoying multiple different things at once, which is something that I've never been able to do throughout my entire life. I've always been fixated and obsessed with one thing or the other, but you know, right now I've just been doing all the things that I've always enjoyed over the years. You know, I've been playing my guitar a lot. I've read more books since we moved here than I have in probably the past few years. You know, still going surfing and enjoying that, and been really enjoying my running as well. So I don't know, it's been refreshing, really. That's the best way for me to put it. So yeah, that's what it's been like for me buying a home. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope this video finds you well, and yeah, I just wanted to share it and document it for myself, because I'm sure this is a little period of my life I will enjoy looking back on years down the track. So that's about it. See ya.